Welcome back to Now Showing. I am Rajiv Masand. Set in London and based on a real-life story, this week's second new release, director Jag Mundhra's film Provoked, stars Aishwarya Rai as a battered Punjabi housewife and mother of two, Kiranjit Ahluwalia, who sets her brutish husband on fire after suffering 10 years of abuse at his hands. Charged with first-degree murder when her husband succumbs to his wounds, Kiranjit is sentenced to life imprisonment. Now, despite evidence of repeated abuse, the law doesn't allow her to claim self-defense as her husband was asleep when Kiranjit set him on fire. In prison, it's with the help of a fellow inmate, Ronnie, played by veteran British actress Miranda Richardson, that Kiranjit picks up the pieces of her life and learns to stand up to bullies. Meanwhile, Nandita, playing a female activist with the Southall Black Sisters, a support group committed to helping victims of abuse, takes up her cause and persuades Kiranjit to make an appeal. A little over 3 years after her arrest, Kiranjit is finally freed by the British judicial system in a landmark case that redefined the word provocation in the case of battered women.
For us?
For you. And now, baby. This is my house. You're nothing. You're a woman.
Despite its many shortcomings, Provoked is engaging till its very end because it's such a dramatic story and because it avoids over-sentimentality, a trap that most films of this genre invariably fall into. Thankfully, we're spared all the Bollywood-style chest beating and the shameless tugging at heartstrings that most Hindi films of this kind indulge in. So even though there are scenes in which Kiranjit begs to be united with her sons, there's none of that "I'll die without them" drama. That's not to say the script is all perfect, far from it actually. Mundhra wastes too much time setting up those courtroom scenes and there's little need to go into the backstories of every inmate in that prison. Instead, it might have helped if the character of Kiranjit's husband had been more fleshed out. One moment you see he's surprising his pregnant wife with their new suburban house. Next thing you know, he's bashing her up and thrashing her around for no fault of hers. Attributing his violent mood swings and his promiscuous lifestyle to his drinking habit is a little too convenient on the director's part.
Kiran had time to calm down and think rationally, therefore no provocation, so it's murder.
But people need to hear your story in your own words. Why?
I cannot be so naked before the world.
Is your reputation more important than your freedom? At least think of your children.
In terms of production value, Provoked comes off looking like one of those filmed in your backyard TV movies. And to be completely honest, Mundhra's direction is too basic, almost too amateurish to be taken seriously. But because it's entirely honest and because it's well intended, you're willing to overlook many of these flaws. Instead, you're moved by those tender moments between Kiranjit and Ronnie, her protective new friend in prison. You're stung by the sense of empty loneliness that you see in Kiranjit's eyes even after she's released from prison. In all honesty, Provoked wouldn't work if it wasn't for two performances that uplift the film considerably. Miranda Richardson plays Ronnie as a tough but tender woman who befriends Kiranjit when she's falling apart. It's Richardson who provides some of the film's most memorable moments, like the one in which she responds to Kiranjit's bear hug with a comic line. Of course, the real star of Provoked is Aishwarya Rai, who delivers a performance that is appropriately restrained. Now, I haven't exactly been a big fan of Aishwarya's acting, but I'll say here, she surprises you with what she strums up. It's a performance that penetrates into your consciousness because she plays it with a slow burning passion rather than an all-out flourish. This is easily one of her better acting jobs. The film works because it's not preachy and it doesn't take itself too seriously. I'm going to go with 3 out of 5 for Jagmohan Mundhra's Provoked. It's a sensitive film about domestic abuse. It's not a great film by any standards, but it's well intended and it goes about its job with sincerity. And sometimes, just sometimes, that's enough.
Think about who you're looking at.
Sorry. Why help me? I nobody to you.
Guess I've just always hated a bully.
Here we are. Prisoner playtime. These are my friends, my sisters.
Well, now you're going to get what's coming to you.
No! She's a friend, and I do not like bullies.
Alright, you just heard what I thought of this week's 2 new releases, Shakalaka Boom Boom and Provoked, and we'd like to know what you thought of them. Send us your reviews, your opinions of both films or any one. Post your reviews on our website www.ibnlive.com. That's where the debate continues among fellow movie buffs.